Hey guys, welcome back. Keep watching if you want to see how I encapsulated this beautiful glitter using only gel. Hello and welcome back to our channel. Thank you for visiting. In this installment of Gal Pal Nails, I'm going to show you how I encapsulated my glitter on my right hand using only my gel top coat. I did take my glitter clear dip powder out because I was going to use it, but instead of doing that, I decided to skip it altogether. I really wanted to see how the clarity would look and how the gel would turn out and the dip powder would turn out without using any of my glitter clear to make sure it wouldn't make it foggy or less shiny or anything like that. So I did end up skipping that. So here, what I'm gonna do with my chunky glitter is I'm gonna mix it up just a little bit to get some of the chunky glitters to kind of fall and get mixed into the powder so they're not all on top. I didn't want a lot of the chunky glitter in my ombre fade here, so I mixed it up a bit and got some of the finer purple and green glitters to the top so I could use that. So what I did already on my nails is I put down my purple Revel dip color, which is Forgiven. I did use some Enchanted, which is a dip powder by Revel too, on a few nails. And then I activated and I buffed those nails and left them, as is right then. So here what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with my dip base, not any gel quite yet, but I'm going in with my dip base and I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle my powder over my finger just like I would do any other vertical ombre. I've done this millions of times. Nothing too different in the process here. Where the process is going to change is when I am finished applying that and all of this is dry. Typically what I do is I encapsulate with dip clear. I use my base, I apply it all over my nail, dip it in clear powder, and then activate. And I found that sometimes it just kind of dulls my my powders a little bit. At least I thought. I did do a comparison video between doing it with clear dip and doing it without, and I was kind of surprised. So stay tuned. That one is coming. I'll just go ahead and finish up my glitters here. Again, nothing, too exciting. I'm looking at this video and I rarely ever put anything down under my containers, under my jars of dip. I just don't. I have that, pink thing that I lay out, that little piece of foam, and I usually just do everything right on top of there. Sometimes when I do ombres, I'll do it like cupcake liner or something like that, but sometimes I just do it over the jar. Today, I grabbed the coffee filter, and thank God, because I go ahead and I tip it over, and all my powder of like one of my absolute favorite glitters tips everywhere. And thankfully, most of it, I was so defeated. I was listening to myself like back on the audio and I had like an audible sigh. I was so sad. I was like, no. So I was really happy that I used the coffee filter. Again, don't know what possessed me to do it this time, but it saved almost all my powder. And I am able to get that little tiny bit up top left-hand corner. I'm able to just, grab my my foam mat and dump it right back into the jar. So, no harm, no foul. I didn't lose any of it, but it was definitely disappointing. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up and then get into the gel after this. Okay, so I'm back. I finished everything. My dip base dried. I didn't do anything after that. I didn't encapsulate, I didn't activate, I didn't do anything. I just let them dry and I went right into my gel top coat. So what I did was I did take a bit of a bigger drop of gel and kept it on my brush. As you can kind of see, it's a little thicker than I normally would with my gel top coat. And I wanted to do that because the glitter that I have on my nail, of course, is, you know, it's textured, so you can definitely feel the bumpiness there. So I did just a little bit extra so you wouldn't feel so much of that. Now I will say, even doing kind of a thicker coat, because I didn't use any clear dip powder on top of it and it didn't activate or buff, it definitely had a textured feel for sure. So if you've had sugared nails before, which is something you do with gel, and it didn't really bother you, this probably wouldn't bother you. But if you really like perfectly smooth, you know, glass feeling nails, this is probably not for you. You really do have some bumpiness when you do it this way. But I will say, I thought it was just a little bit more sparkly and a little bit more clear with the gel. I know gel is typically the clearest of all, you know, the applications between acrylic and dip powder and gel. It just stays the clearest. So, you know, if you can deal with that and it doesn't bother you, then I would say, you know, go for it. It didn't particularly bother me, just a little, but not enough where I wouldn't do it again. So also what I'm doing here with the gel is I'm just kind of checking my shape and turning my finger towards me and making sure that I have a nice curve and a nice apex, because my nails are extremely long at this point. So I'm turning my finger towards me. I just used a little bit of the extra drop of gel to make sure that I had a good shape. So I cured everything for 60 seconds, and this is how they turned out. As always, if you like this video, give us a like and subscribe. Bye.